Thank you. Now, if this was a proper gig, I would, leave now, and then you'd pretend that you wanted more, and I'd come back and do an encore. I'd be like, oh, really? I can't. Oh, I've got to get back to my trailer, but I'll come back and I'll do an encore, and I'd obviously have some Coke and some filter beer and in between.
Chef 654, you have left your lights on?
Yes, there we go. It'd be a bit of that. One of my best friends would be being dragged out by the bouncer, and I'd just be able to wave. And I'm not lying there either. And anyway. This was inspired by a friend of mine who will remain nameless, although his name was Josh. But anyway, he said he wasn't giving up drinking. He said he was just giving up hangovers. And I thought, yeah, that's an idea. Anyway, and then it was also inspired by my inhospitable time in hospitality back when I was a cocktail barman at the Harbourside Brasserie. I remember there was this clown holding a drinking competition with himself in the corner. He was swaying like a manly fairy, demanding more and determined to beat his personal best. I said, hey buddy, I know life can get you down sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta hold back from the sauce a little. You just gotta waylay from the wet stuff for a while. He said, don't worry, I'm quitting after this. I said, what, you quitting drinking? He said, no, I'm not quitting drinking. I'm just quitting hangovers, and the best way would be if I were to die tonight. If I drink until I'm dead, I'll avoid that morning head. No, I can't see how this can't work out fine. Well, I felt it behooved me to point out a few flaws in his theorem. First off, there was the whole being dead bit. That had to go in the cons column. That had to be an against. Had to be seen as a negative. But he said it was outweighed by so many obvious positives that it all worked out even in the end. He said, see, the way it works is, then he got out his whiteboard and his non-permanent marker and he drew some Venn diagrams. And then he just picked up a guitar and he sang, I'm not quitting drinking. I'm just quitting hangovers, and the best way would be if I were to die tonight. If I drink until I'm dead, I'll avoid that morning head. Now I can't see how this can't work out fine. Well, surely responsible service of alcohol is a fluid concept. So I poured him another and a couple for myself, and in time the logic of his thesis began to appeal. No more mornings feeling like the sweet bird of youth is OD'd in the bathroom of your soul. No afternoons where the ibuprofen wears off and the neighbour in your cerebellum starts banging on the floor again. And there's no sympathy for you. As my old boss used to say, it's a self-inflicted wound, Benito. There's no sympathy for you here. Here, no sympathy. But this way I could drink as much as I liked and I'd never have a hangover again. I just had to die in the end. Brilliant. I don't know why I hadn't thought of it years ago. So I grabbed a couple of bottles of the top shelf, jumped over the bar and joined him on the other side, poured us a couple of quadruples and sang, I'm not quitting drinking. I'm just quitting hangovers, and the best way would be if I were to die tonight. If I drink until I'm dead, I'll avoid that morning head. Now I can't see how this can't work out fine. And then he joined me, we sang, we're not quitting drinking, join in now. We're just quitting hangovers, and the best way would be if we were to die tonight. If we drink until we're dead, we'll avoid that morning head. Now we can't see how this can't work out fine. Now we can't see how this can't work out fine. Now we can't see how this can't work out fine. And that's good night from me. Thank you. We